in the numbers after I'm back from the very short break. But yesterday, the heavy rainfall, right? There were floods in most parts of Accra, and we've been wanting to check in with you this afternoon to find out how you are and what the situation is. And I promised that at 4:30, I'll activate the phone so that we can talk about what happened last night and how we can make the situation better for all of us, all right? So please get ready to call me if you were affected by the floods yesterday. I want you to give me a call. But whilst you're doing so, and to also share your opinion with me on what you think we should do as a country so that we do not continue to suffer such tragedy, please also make sure that you're sharing your story with me, all right? Okay, let me go for a very short breather, just 3 minutes. I will be right back.
Charlie, dream I'm nice. I get some serious meeting.
Allah, motion. But Charlie, no credit today.
Oh, but you relax. Momo day.
Hey, what funny.
Yes, so I borrow small, sort myself out, I pay back. We move.
Spoil there. Charlie, you sure say you pay back?
Yes, so that anytime somebody else they need them, Momo day.
Be like I for can't borrow some more.
Hey, you this boy. Don't go there and disgrace yourself.
Allah, motion.
Responsible borrowing be the real flexo for today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. Borrow, sort them, pay back. Momo Day.
Imagine a place where every child's laughter becomes a song.
A place where we can learn from animals, play and just be happy with mommy and daddy.
A place where hearts grow together. That place is Safari Eco Park. Here, amusement is the joy that unites us all.
Mommy, I can see the emu all the way up here on the canopy wall.
Careful, dear. There is more fun to be had.
This zebra is my new friend. Her name is Stripey, and the wildebeest is Sandy.
Hi, Stripey and Sandy.
With so much amusement like targets and obstacle games, ant caves, fantasy rides, and a vast range of wildlife.
What is this place?
This is an aviary, home to over 400 of the most vibrant birds in the world. The biggest aviary in West Africa.
Wow, the biggest?
Yes, and guess what? Open your palm.
Daddy, look, they're eating from my palm.
That's amazing.
I want to stay at Safari Eco Park. I don't want to go back to Ghana.
But honey, Safari Eco Park is in Ghana.
What?
How much did all of this cost, honey?
350 Ghana cedis for you and I, 250 for teenagers, 150 for kids, and absolutely free for children under 6.
We should have brought the kids here sooner.
I know.
Safari Eco Park is only 1 hour drive from Accra. It's unforgettable.
Hey, welcome back to work.
Charlie, thanks, bro.
The malaria really knocked you down, eh?
Charlie, no joke. Hey, fever, headache, vomiting, loss of appetite. I couldn't even eat my usual fufu.
You and fufu?
How we go do it?
I hope you got tested before the malaria treatment.
Oh, yes, I did. And thanks to Malatu, I kicked out malaria one time.
Sharp. Anyway, sorry to ruin your excitement, but your boss asked of you.
Okay.
She says she has plenty work for you.
No problem, Charlie. Strength day.
You see?
When malaria strikes, take Malatu, containing Artemether and Lumefantrine. Comes in tablet and suspension for the effective treatment of malaria in adults and children. If symptoms persist after 3 days, consult your doctor. Malatu is manufactured and distributed by Ernest Chemists Limited. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Hello, Ohima. Etiseng.
Ayo.
Na edahin.
Me kwatade.
Edie bensa.
Krachi. Obesuja na se obehwem kwem.
Oh, na se jane de wo so ayeden ankwan de obehwem kakra.
Anyway, me kope vitamin B de adwodwomakon.
What a coincidence. Me se no na me koto, eno na me no.
Hey bra, we de wo boa.
Oh, ahon fe mintimi ntwa wontro.
Se wara.
Vitamilk no emu de he pa na we ni je ho.
Me pe Vitamilk banana any choco because I'm black and proud.
Hey, interesting. Me de me a regular guy oh. So wow.
When you kapao.
So wow. I can see we have something in common. Ohima, yanko try a Vitamilk connection. Would you bo me kana metia? Anye bia se kwan down.
Kwan be.
Aha, na muni brebi. Vitamilk di fufuro bia be kambusua ne ho aye friend of Vitamilk strawberry. Vitamilk feels good anywhere anytime. This advert is FDA approved.
It's Kofi Hayford on Joy 99.7 FM.
Drive time on Joy 99.7 FM.
4:35 on the clock, straight into the zone of Drive Chat, which is brought to you by MTN. Switch to MTN's eSIM. Download my MTN app to go SIMless today. Vitamilk, indeed a nutritious beverage that feels good anywhere, anytime. Aqua Safari Resort, bringing you closer to nature. And Malatu, power over malaria. Are you a business owner looking for a smarter way to keep an eye on your shop, restaurant, office or warehouse anytime, anywhere? Well, MTN Business Eye is here for you. Keep your business secure anytime, anywhere with MTN Business Eye, the smart surveillance solution that gives you total visibility and control. It's powered by Wi-Fi, SIM connectivity, cloud storage, and solar energy, so your security never sleeps, even when the lights go out. Enjoy 24/7 monitoring, real-time alerts, two-way audio and reliable backup, all at affordable rates. Dial star 5060 hash today and keep your business in sight always with MTN Business Eye. MTN, everywhere you go. Safari Valley Eco Park brings you the Safari Wildlife Experience. Visitors to experience the harmonious cohabitation of forest, water, human, and wildlife such as zebra, sable antelope, llama, wallaby, fallow deer, Patagonian mara, and many others. Rates start from 300 Ghana cedis per person, and it's free for kids under 6 years. Visit Safari Valley Eco Park with your friends and family today for the thrill of a lifetime. Call 059-6914-394 for further details. The joy of every parent is seeing their children cheerful and hearty. To nurture this joy, it is essential to provide children with foods and beverages which are rich in nutrients and multivitamins that can support their growth and well-being. One of such nutritious beverage choices is Vitamilk soy milk drink. Vitamilk is made from natural soybeans. It is a good source of plant protein, vitamins B1 and B2. It has no artificial coloring, no artificial flavorings, and no preservatives. Just wholesome natural goodness in every sip. For over 20 years, Vitamilk has earned the trust and loyalty of Ghanaian families through its unwavering commitment to quality, great taste, and its consistent product integrity. As a proud parent, you should choose Vitamilk. It should be your go-to drink for the kids. And then there are other 5 exciting variants: the regular soy milk drink, the Energy, a multi-cereal blend with no caffeine. Then there is Vitamilk Choco, banana, and strawberry. Vitamilk also comes in 250 ml pack and 1 liter Tetra pack, ideal for family sharing. So wherever you are and whatever the occasion, Vitamilk brings on that nutritious, delicious, and satisfying vibe anywhere, anytime. Anytime. I beg your pardon. This advert is FDA approved. So yesterday, during my second show of the day on the Overdrive, many of our listeners called in. In fact, I had prepared a very danceable playlist because obviously I didn't know what was happening in town, even though it had rained. But I received calls and, reports about flooded roads, stranded vehicles, submerged homes, and heavy traffic caused by the downpour across, different parts of Accra. So I had to change my playlist, A lot of you called in and shared with me frightening experiences of being trapped for hours, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Others also spoke about property damage and the emotional stress that comes with every major rainfall that results in stuff like this. And I actually spoke with one of my colleagues here at Joy FM, that's Kojo Akotobuate, and he gave us a report, and we also heard from other people as well. Take a listen, and then after that I'll tell you what we're going to do today.
Yes, I picked my sons in school around 5 p.m. It's 8 p.m. We are not home yet.
Wow.
I'm currently behind Regimano Grey Estate. And usually we use the School Junction Road. Then we'll get to Nanakrum Roundabout. Then we'll hang a right through Macarius to Katamanso. Then we go home. Now, when we got to Lakeside, not Lakeside, Nanakrum Roundabout around 5:30. Between 5:30 and 6, there was traffic. We thought it was just because of the regular rains and the challenges. But then we stayed in the traffic for close to 2-3 hours.
Wow. And
my observation, one side of the road is flooded. So on your way to Red Row Estate, from Macarius to Red Row Estate past VPL, the whole road is flooded. And it's almost 1 foot, a little over 1 foot in certain places. So if you're not driving an SUV, you can't drive through that road.
Right.
I've seen somebody's Honda Accord, which is in the water, and from the look of things, there's water entering the engine.
There's a big incident, and that is the the bridge linking Ashoman and Abuba at the junction called Downtown as completely submerged, and the whole place is flooded. And so the cars moving left and right are all stuck.
Please, our house is at Abokovi.
Okay.
And then we tried 3 places: Kelman, Pantan, and Pantan Hospital. Please, we tried all these different areas.
Oh, you okay? So
now
you,
my mother is confused. And we also have school tomorrow.
Okay, so you mean that you were trying the routes in these areas that you mentioned, right? Just trying to go home, right?
Yes, please.
Okay, so you've tried 3 places, it didn't work. You are locked up in the grid, but where exactly are you right now?
Please, around Pantan Hospital.
Around Pantan Hospital.
At a restaurant.
Okay, and there is huge traffic, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So you heard some accounts yesterday. Sadly, the rain also left behind reports of a building collapse in Adenta Newtown, a fire outbreak in Tudu. Someone called actually on the show yesterday and spoke about it near the Ghana Water Company area, which raised fresh concerns about safety and preparedness during the rainy season. And, the rainy season, it has begun again. So today on Drive Chat, listen, we are not interested in political insults. We don't want to politicize this. We're not interested in blame games or party propaganda. We want solutions. I want you to give me a call. You've heard from some of them. Some of you also have your own experiences. But let's discuss some of the solutions. What practical steps, and the underlining word is practical, what practical steps can government, city authorities, engineers, town planners, businesses, and ordinary citizens like you and I take to reduce the impact of flooding? 0302-216-541. I want you to give me a call. Let's have a conversation and see the way forward. How can we better protect ourselves? How can we better protect our families, our homes, and our communities during this rainy season this year? It doesn't look good going forward. So what can we do? If you have the authority to implement just one solution to reduce flooding in Ghana, what would it be and why? 0302-216-541. I want us to focus on the solutions. Let's focus on preparedness. Let's focus on how Ghana can move from reacting to floods to preventing them. Share your thoughts with us, all right? What must change before the next heavy rainfall? 0302-216-541. Hello.
Yeah.
Chairman.
Yeah.
Yes, my brother. How are you doing?
Charlie, very well. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for calling us. Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Sir, this is Tom Brown.
Oh, Tom Brown from Tayman, right?
Go. Yeah.
I hear Tayman was flooded like crazy.
Charlie, it was crazy.
It was crazy, huh?
So this is what happened. I had to pick some kids from school from Shiashi at 4 p.m.
Okay.
But 5 p.m. I was at Adenta barrier, and I decided I couldn't go any further.
That's at 5 p.m.
As at 5 p.m.
Crazy, man. Crazy.
I decided to wait an hour. Around 6:30, I decided to move. And then Pantan Junction was choked. So I decided I made some calls and then through Agbogba to see if that side would be okay. Because the Pantan Hospital Road was not going to be an option. Manage, got to around the road leading to Academic City. And then I decided, now this is final. I am not going to do it again.
Yeah. So Tom Brown,
Tom Brown, midnight.
Were you able to drop off the kids?
So I had 2 of them with me that I dropped around midnight yesterday.
Wow.
There was just the 2 of them left.
Wow. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. But like I was trying to find out, right?
But
what do you think all of us can do? So we can.
We keep complaining about people building on waterways and then all that. The waterways that people have built on, they build walls to the floor. But I believe that if they build the walls and then they leave holes in the walls, the water would get at least some spaces to pass.
Okay.
Because if you block the walls, then it means that the water needs to find its way around it.
Right.
And that is what is causing a lot of the havoc we are going through. So people should just find ways. Look, create some walls, create some gutter under a wall. Let there be a space for water to pass through. And that should be better.
Okay.
At least whilst we are thinking of this, we are also looking at the possibility of, instead of erecting concrete blocks, we should do wire mesh walls.
Okay.
And then created with the flower head, so that once the flood is coming,
the water can pass through, right? Okay.
And then probably gather rubbish outside. Once the rain is done, you can just go gather the rubbish and then take care of it.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Tom Brown. But I hope you're fine, you and your family, right?
Oh, Charlie, we are all good,
okay,
man.
That's
we
nice.
All good.
Thank you very much for your suggestion. We're super grateful. 0302216541. This today on Drive Chat, we're trying to look for solutions on how we can prevent the impact of flooding. Let's take steps to reduce the impact of flooding. Tom Brown has called in and he shared his thoughts. He himself was a victim last night, but fortunately he is good today. So if you also experienced the flood, whether you did or not, if you have ideas on which practical steps we can take, in the way of the government, through the city authorities, engineers, town planners, businesses, and ordinary citizens like you and I, what should we do to reduce the impact of flooding? Hello.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening, sir. Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
I'm Kofi calling from Tudu.
Say the name again.
Kofi.
Okay, Kofi. Kofi, did you experience the flood yesterday?
Oh, no. Yeah,
you didn't. Okay, that's fine. We thank God for that. So Kofi, what do you have to tell us? How can we prevent these situations?
The best way to prevent all these floods and all that is just enforcement of the law. These days, because of politics that goes on in this country, leadership of this country don't crack the whip just because they think if they make sure the laws work in this country, they are going to lose votes. We saw what happened the last time John Mahama was in power, days around 2015, 2014, thereabout. At that time, Alfredo Kofi, if you remember, he was the mayor of Accra, and he wanted to make sure the laws work. And what happened? You had people in NBC rise up against him. I remember Henry Kofi, who also took up the mantle, wanted to make sure the laws work, breaking down houses in waterways, making sure people don't throw rubbish in waterways and all that. But what happened? People in NPP stood up against him just because they said they will lose the elections.
Right.
So it's all about politics. If the leadership of this country are going to make sure laws work, like what happens in other jurisdictions, I'm telling you, things will go fall in order.
Okay.
That's but because of politics. And going forward, we see in other countries where they built, like what happened in Dubai. I've forgotten the area where they built a whole city on a waterway or something. But so it's not about just breaking houses and just because they are built in waterways and all that. But it's about building the right drainage, like that accommodates the amount of water that flows on the surface of the earth, just to prevent all these floods and all that. So the right drainage can solve it. It's not about just breaking people's houses and all that. That's my opinion.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother, for calling us. We're super grateful. Well, you probably also have your own opinion on what we should do as a country to reduce the impact of floods. It looks like June, as for June, we know, May, June, rainy season, sometimes it gets really scary and a lot of people are usually affected. Yesterday, a lot of people in Accra were affected, if not necessarily directly by the floods in their homes. Well, roads were flooded and some people couldn't cross. Taiman was one of the areas that were mentioned. Agbogba, Ablaje area, Shoman, the Belakwa area, boom. Look, loads and loads and loads of routes. The roads were flooded. You heard Kujakutu Boateng. He reported from somewhere in Nanakrom area, and it was crazy. What do we have to do? You remember earlier, Kofi and I had a conversation right here today about the rains and the fact that sometimes we also contribute to the situation. We've been talking about, look, I have personally seen people litter, throw out plastics, used water bottles and all that. They just throw it out of their vehicles like it's nothing. We contribute to this. There have been times when government provided bins on the streets of Accra, and people would, I'm talking about very portable bins, right? Small ones. But people bring their trash from their house and force it into these very small bins that are meant for plastic bottles and sachets and what have you. We all have a role to play. That is one of the things that we can do as a country. The education must be 360. And like my brother said, the laws must be enforced without fear. 0302-216-541. 0302-216-541. That is the number to call. Or you can text us on WhatsApp 055-111-1997. This message says, Kofi, people need to create more outlets on their walls so when it rains, the runoff can get out easily. Okay. Thank you very much, Danny Bronxy from Bechim. We are grateful that you texted us. That's also a nice one. This one says, Kofi, can we have houses without walls and pillar foundations like we have in Ridge in the waterlogged area? John Boer sending in that one. Okay. 0302-216-541. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How are you today?
I'm okay. Thank you so much for asking. Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
My name is Nana Mensah.
Okay, Nana Mensah, were you affected by the flood or the rains yesterday?
No, I wasn't. I just want to contribute.
That's fine. Please go ahead.
So quickly, what needs to be done? Accra flooding. Basically, it's about greening the environment. What do I say so? When you're driving to a buoy, you are coming to the GPC area. That's where I live. I can't go there. People are just constantly grading the green vegetation. And you know how they help to, reduce the volume of water that flows from the high to the low side. That is one thing that we should take it so seriously as a nation and as a community and as a people. The second, and maybe my last point, is the human factor. I think you have made that point so clear. We just don't want to abide by the rules and the regulations. It's simple things. Don't build on wetlands. We are building. Don't build on waterways. We are building. If you build, like the earlier speaker said, and you leave enough rooms or in terms of drainage to allow the water to flow, I guess we'll be all fine. Gutters, we should take personal responsibility as citizens to distill the gutters, not wait for the assemblies coming. These are the practical solutions that we need to help reduce this. So if not, we will have severe flooding more than what we are actually experiencing in the next 3 years.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, my brother, for calling us. We're super grateful that you shared your thoughts with us. 0302-216-541. I think we can do one more call and then we'll be done with Drive Chat for today. But again, we're still saying that our hearts go out to those of you out there who were affected by the rains and the floods yesterday. We're so sorry for the experience that you had. And of course, we do believe that before the next heavy rainfall, situations would have been, better. But yeah, we have our last caller, 0302-216-541. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening. I'm good. Yourself?
I'm okay. Thank you. Your name and where you're calling us from, please.
I'm just currently I'm around Birmingham.
Say that again, please.
My name is James.
Okay, James from Birmingham.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, please.
Okay.
Yes, boss.
I want to ask you a question. Why do you think people are indisciplined in this country?
Well, it's a human thing, if you ask me.
It is because laws don't work.
Okay.
It is because the enforcement. People are not, and they know that they will not be held accountable for their indiscipline. That is why we have people who are in this. So sometimes I feel bad when people say that the problem we are dealing with has to do with people being. Look, indisciplined people are everywhere. What makes them disciplined is the fact that there are laws. And once you break the law, you are dealt with. And so people are guided. Why is it that Ghanaians in this country can do things, yet when they go to other, they behave well? It is because systems and structures work. Laws are working. So our leaders need to enforce the sanitation law. They need to enforce the laws that will make people not build on waterways. And I'm not even talking about breaking houses that are built on water. What have they been doing when those houses were being built in the first place? Okay, so like the first caller said, we need to enforce laws in this country. That is the only way we can deal with this problem. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, our brother, for sharing your thoughts with us. Well, I guess that's it. We all need to do better. We all need to do better. I mean, we are all involved. We are all involved. We are all involved in building. Charlie, the songs I forget. I can't teach you the song. But yes, we are all involved. Please, let's do what is right. Government, city authorities, engineers, town planners, businesses, ordinary citizens like you and I, we all need to do better. Let's all contribute. Well, my uncle keeps saying that Ghana says it's a Christian nation, but we don't do Christian things. And things are falling apart.